Because there's still the issue with the rest of this room. I have accidentally put the Goron mask on because I'm super prepared for what's about to happen. Let's consider here. It's a sliding block puzzle. We don't want to push it that way or we'll just be wasting a lot of time. We want to get this to the other side of the room now that we've gotten that chest. You know what we should do? Because I'm not as sure about the placement of these things as I was in the last dungeon. There is still one in this room. I have a leading theory on where it might be. So we're going to work on that. There's that suspicious block up there, you know? We're going to go try and get over to it. And the question is how? How does one get to that? To jump up and then across, perhaps. So let's push this over here. This is the kind of the end spot where we want it if we want to go up over there, but nope. Jump up. Thank you. Thank you, Link. Thank you. Nope, you missed. It's all right, kid. We'll get him next time. That wasn't even a jump. That was nothing. I don't think we make this across with that in the way, so maybe a bomb? I can't imagine a fire arrow is going to light the box on fire. That's not how these work in these Zelda games. Okay, well, a little late. I couldn't tell if that was too high or if it just didn't work. Okay, that one went too far. I swear to God. I just want to see if this even works. It seems cool. Yep. I mean, we could try and jump over there, but why when we could just be lazy? Alright, that's number 9. The fairy mask has gone off, so that part is covered. Now we can finally end this room by coming on up here. This room will look familiar, and we have the fairy mask going crazy again since we've kept it on, because way earlier, if you remember, we've actually done this twice technically, because we did it the first time when we came in here. Oh, the pot flew at me. I was not prepared. Now let's take care of that. We're up to 10. We haven't even been trying that hard, and we're doing great. Okay. Now, ultimately, all of this was kind of just like an aside. Oh, what the? We rolled right into death. Now, what we're really trying to deal with is this new column that we made. And to do so, we need to get higher. So there's these different colored stripes in it. And those matter to us for a couple of reasons. I mean, this could work for our purposes, but I don't remember which side we need to actually go up on. This is the tricky part about this dungeon sometimes. There's a lot of doors, especially in this bottom room, and with time in between planes, especially in the last sessions last week where I was having to do one a day because work was awful busy, it's now a matter of like, which door gets me up again? Alright, so that's back at the entrance. We don't want that. I think what we want to do is go in that green one, go back across the other side of the room and pop out, and then go up those doors. I think. If you already know that answer's wrong, you're probably screaming at me from home. If you don't, then you think everything's great. If you have no idea, you're just like, it sounds good, I don't know. Oh, I hope I make that. Woo! Woo! There's nothing here except the door. Well, those of you that were screaming at me that it was wrong, you're right. What can I say? You're right. It means I really kind of have to just go down and all the way around, I think. It's okay. We jumped across like a champion. It's so sexy. Because there's nothing on this side either. Then all it leaves us is the doors across. So one of those is a stairway that returns from that other path. Now, how on earth did we get up? How did? I mean, I hope I haven't made a mistake by jumping down. That's probably the root of a lot of this problem. I should have just gone backwards instead of coming across. Alright, well, into the lava. Well, we avoided the lava. Unfortunately, the fall still hurt us. That's okay. Right. You got me. Skulls can't catch me. Let's pick up some supplies right quick, because I want to be well stocked. We don't need any of that. I just like picking stuff up off the ground, you know? So the switch down here is lit up because we can now pound that if we want to reset this column. At this point, we haven't done anything to it, so there's no need to reset it. But in case we make a mistake in the order of this or something, we can come down and essentially redo it. But it's a pain, so we'd really rather not. What a sick cartwheel. My God. Now, one of the things that we can do that we couldn't before, murder that, wait for the fire to respawn, shoot that. That's actually going to help us out quite a bit because it's going to solve this problem that we've been having where we couldn't get up. Alright. So we finally make it back up here, and doing so has gotten us not a ton that we can do, but it's still enough. We have this problem now where we can go around, and that's fine. We can get to the other side if we want to. But I have to remember, and we're going to look up to try and do this, we essentially need to get it to where it falls as much as we can. Because we need to get from, this is the side that we were at before, up on the right, and then we were shooting these boulders over here, but we couldn't actually get to them. So what we can do is we can whip out the Goron mask and just punch the hell out of this platform. Just, Having done so, it lowers it a bit, but not as much as we need yet. So roll across. We missed it, but it's okay. Other than the fact that this ladder is unclimbable. I mean, look at this thing. There we go. Every time it gets me. Every time. Now we need to get back up higher. We melted the path up here, so we can do that. When we come out again, we're faced with something similar. I'm just going to double check our height here. I don't know if the order of this terribly matters, because we can still punch the other one from down there. But since we're already here, let's punch this one. I love the sound of it breaking. Alright, now we have to be careful with this, because there is no safety net for this one. Okay. Almost messed it up, but saved it. Punch here. We could have done both from down here. It would have been about the same. But what that does now is we can go back around. Pray to God we don't mess this up. It'd be faster to spike my way through this, but I don't want a chance like hitting the sides and falling off or something, so rather than risk anything like that, we'll just do this the old-fashioned way, play it super safe. So we make it up a bit further, and we see a few different things here. Across the way is the boss door. We don't have the boss key yet. We got a door with spikes over there. We got a door over there. Door over there. So what we're going to do first is we're going to try and make the jewel. What we're going to do first is walk down the stairs needlessly. Just to show you that Link isn't really in control of his own life. He's trying to be, but God doesn't seem to care what he wants. Now we'll use the iciness to get a little bit of speed. Jump across. As we talked about, can't go in the boss door yet, which is unfortunate because this dungeon would be a little bit simpler if you just could. But this will give us safe passage to whichever of these doors we choose to go to. Now, I am admittedly at a disadvantage here because I don't remember which way is preferred. There, however, is the boss key. Oops, already have it out. Whereas that side, not sure what that is. Probably leads to a stray fairy or two, and we do still need more of those eventually. But our primary goal on these is still dungeon first, then we'll pick up the rest of the stray fairies if we need to. And this mechanic will be a familiar. And we're not going to want to be ejected for it. So immediately, just nope. Excuse my wild camera spinning, but we're going to need to get eyes on him as quickly as possible. To do that, we're actually going to want to be on kind of the one side of the room. Where we are up here, we can get a canvas of pretty much the entire area. Stand in the middle means you have to just keep spinning around and such. We're going to just rely on our long distance shooting being good. Like so. Now we have the fire arrows, which we didn't have in the first fight, which is why he's taking so much damage now. They do more damage than regular arrows, as they should. And that's why that took 4 arrows instead of what was probably 8 the first time. Let's, nah, I don't want to put the bunny hood on just for this one room. It's a big room. We'll walk at regular speed, like a regular person. We'll deal with it. We just kind of want to refill our stock a little bit. We won't really need these. It's getting super rich, though. 110 rupees? And in here, this chest can only ever be one thing, so it's not like I'm going to ruin the suspense by telling you it's the boss key. It's a hook shot. Oh, it's not. It's the boss key. I knew it. All right. That does mean that we are essentially done. What we can do here is we can just jump down. Yeah, it hurts. But we'll just go through here again. Last time there were hearts in here. Let's see if they've still kept those. Perfect. So we have 10 stray fairies and leads on at least a couple more. So when we come back here later, we should be able to find the rest without too much difficulty. As it is, though, we have everything we need to finish this. This is probably my favorite boss in the game. It certainly can have its annoyances, but I think it's a cool setup. So we come in here and the boss is in ice. Seems pretty easy. All we have to do is beat him. Of course, we have to thaw him out to do any damage to him, so this is going to end up being a mistake. Well, Link starts the fight getting knocked on his ass, and you realize pretty quickly here, what are we going to have to do to beat him? Well, we're going to need some spiky spikes. And the beginning of this fight is really just as simple as trying to catch up to him. He's occasionally kicking out rocks as he runs, and we want to avoid those. But we're more concerned with just catching up to him. We'll take the inside path to do so quickly. We're going to start hurting him. He's going to shoot lightning at us. And he succeeded. Unfortunately, it means I can no longer use the spike to roll into him. It's actually, if you can catch him just right, you can kind of just roll in place behind him with the spikes and really put some hurting on him. But if I got clipped by the lightning, we couldn't do it anymore. However, we still stayed relatively close to him. Still clipped me. Alright, let's take more aggressive, evasive maneuvers then. This is one of the few times, there's a little racing area too, but where you get to kind of just roam about freely with the door on. And this one especially is nice about giving you plenty of magic so that you can maintain your spike form, which is required to hurt him. Just the regular one won't do it. Alright, we avoided the lightning. Unfortunately, Goht, got a burst of speed there. You notice he's slowed down a little bit though. He's keeping a certain distance from us. As we get closer, he speeds back up. Oh. We gotta get the spike for him here. This'll do it. Took the very edge of the last one last time. Didn't do it. Goht isn't really showing it yet, but he's gonna start revealing more of this damage that we've done to him. A little out of control here, but we should be able to correct him to do some more damage here. We don't want to stand right behind him though. That gives us no chance to evade those rocks that he's picking up. We just kind of keep going like this. Doing damage how we know how. Thought maybe it wouldn't catch us. If we wait too long, and Goht gets too far ahead, he'll actually start shooting lightning at us. You'll notice, however, the fight is changing a little bit. There's now pillars in the ground that are falling from the ceiling, like so. That means we're doing some more damage. He's also showing some electrical damage on the inside. Some smoke trailing off of him. So our work is adding up, even though we haven't gotten a knockdown on him. Oh. Oh. We did pretty good there, actually, all things considered. But wasn't good enough. Let's see if he's turned around now. You got pretty far ahead. Yep. Well, you know, at least now you got to see it happen. Now you know I'm not lying to you about that. As you can see, the more damage we do, the closer he gets to death, but the more difficult the fight becomes. You know, there's all sorts of things to dodge. Lightning and pillars and the regular rocks and my own ineptitude. There's a lot to keep track of. There's even more lightning than last time we saw him, though. Gotta be getting pretty close. This is what I was talking about. We got the perfect sweet spot here. He survived it. Gotta give credit to Goht. Good news for us is he was still within range. Bad news is we hit the pillar. That's an appropriate ending. That was kind of cool. Yeah, he kind of kills himself. Bam! Let's roll around a little more. It's fun. We're going the wrong way. The other way would have been shorter, but I was hoping to go full speed, and I remembered it takes time to get to full speed. There we go. Boom! Bam. We could taunt him a bit, but there's no point in doing that. Don't kick a goat while he's down. A heart container! Takes us to 7, which can't hurt as we explore for the rest of those stray fairies. I want full magic before I do this. Even though I think we get granted just from beating this anyways. And we have Goht's remains. The innocent spirit. He was a carefree goat. He just wanted to run free. But then he started shooting lightning. That's no good. Now luckily, because we've already done this once, this is a little bit shorter of a cutscene. Are the protected gods, ... question mark? He's like, nah, I've already answered the required number of questions. Later. I suppose that guy is encased in ice again because we freed him originally. Went into the dungeon and then went, oh crap. He left. But he's fine now too. Hey, wait a minute. I can see those now. They were hidden because of winter. Fine, whatever. Come out here. There's a bee because it's springtime. I'm gonna go kill him first. Get the hell out of here, bee. Also, just like before, there's a frog nearby. Now, of course, this opens up all other sorts of things that we can do, but we'll have to tackle them one at a time. Luckily, it's still pretty early on the first day, so we have that working for us.